Hello, this video explains how to log into a Moodle LMS and create a course. So we have an account in this system and just log in here by giving the username and password. So once we are inside the system, first thing we have to do is go to site administration and manage courses and categories. We have to create a new course, and you see the categories are all created by the system administrators, it's not the teachers or course creators job. So here we can see it's two categories are made, and this is by default it is there. So create a new course and you give some name for this. So here I'll just give it as a dummy course, but you can give whatever name, and you have to give a short name. So I just give it like this, and it is, you can put it in any of this. Again, in your case you will be putting in these sections, and I am just putting it in the miscellaneous. And the remaining all these things you need not do it now, so that can be done later. And just say save and return. So we just created a course called dummy, and now we should start editing it. So let us go to site home and see what is there. So it is sitting here, and there is one code sitting here that is actually explaining all these things. That is for learning purpose it is kept. So we go to this course, access it, and this is by default it creates some 4 topics. So it's a topic wise it has created. We could have changed it in different ways, but this is okay. And first thing you have to do is now turn editing on. So here now this topic 1, all these things can be edited. So you just say topic 1, suppose in your case it could be chapter 1 or something, introduction or whatever it is. You can edit it, press enter, and under each section you can now add activities. This is the key thing, the activity over resource. So I just click here, a list of available activities are displayed here. So we will just go with a simple activity called page. Here it is, page. So a page activity, you have to give it a name to that. So let us say its introduction is the name of this page. Description is not a must. If you want, you can give and display it, but don't give big description and enable the display, so that will make the front page of the course cluttered. So now you have to put the page content here. In this content you can type any text or anything. So this content you have to see, it is like your Word document, word processor document, but it has a lot of flexibility. You can put external links and audio, video, everything can be embedded into this. So we can, so this is a test page contents, and you can put pictures, many things here, and equations. So this will be explained in another video. So here we go, and the appearance section, what we will do is we say this modification date we don't want to see, and command module settings, all those things we don't have to change anything at this point. Okay, so we simply say save and return. So we created one activity, a page resource we have added. So now you can add other things. Suppose say after that if you want to ask some questions and you want to add a quiz, so you can add this. After that if you want to add something, say a test quiz. So we will not go into all these details and everything, that can be done later on. Test quiz. So but test quiz, but there is nothing in it now if you look at it. So then you can say edit quiz, but the better way to do that is we can import questions and add to this. So that will be done in a separate video, how to populate the quiz activity. So now we are just adding, so that is good enough. So now similarly you can keep on adding more activities here. Then you go, suppose say here you just go to this, there is chapter 1. So this it need not be chapter 1, chapter 2, it's whatever title you want to give, you can give. And here also you start adding, or here also now after this you can add another page, right, or you can add an assignment here. Say you can say assignment. So in the assignment you can just a simple way of assignment is some questions here itself you can type in, right, something like, right, say our old question lines about cow, right, or cow or coconut tree, whatever it is. So you can put a set of questions here, or you can just put a PDF file here as a question paper. All these options are there. That also we will see that later on in another separate video. So this way you can have many of them. So you can have many pages. After this, it may be another page will be coming in this itself. It is quite possible that you have another page coming here. So this is something, say details of something, and here you go again, this page contents, you add whatever contents here and just save it. So this is how your course will grow. See, this chapter you will have several pages, assignment, quiz, another chapter. So this is how, I mean, this what you type in this, that is up to you, but how to format all those things, the page and all, we will show it in this separate video. So now suppose say we have done this much and we turn editing off. So which say our job is done. Now somebody is looking at the course, he will click here and we can go to this next one, say text quiz, but there is no questions in this. So you can go to the assignment activity. You can see the assignment is here. So if the student comes, then he can submit assignments, right. So then you go to the next one like that. So now again we come back to this demi course. So another thing is, now suppose you make all these things and suppose say tomorrow you want to move to another server or whatever it is, so you should take a backup of this, and that is done in a very simple manner. Course you say backup and simply say jump to the final step. Continue. So the entire course is now just backed up into this file. So just download that file, save it to your local directory, and this, the advantage is later on you can restore it to this site or any other site. So the backup file will be on your local computer after this downloading. And now suppose say you prepared the course and everything, and the next thing is to add participant to the course. You have to enroll students. But see, there are two things: enrolling students to your course, and you can only enroll those who are already have an account on the Moodle LMS, and that will be done by the system administrator. And in a school setup, the system administrator will do it in such a way that you can distinguish students belonging to different divisions and classes. So let us try doing that. We click on participants and we will do it in a, see, we will not use enroll users here. So what we will do is we will go here and use a method called cohort sync here, cohort sync, because when we do the data entry of the students, we already divided them into different cohorts. You can see here, suppose say if you are the teacher of 8th standard for some course, suppose say you are doing the biology of 8th standard, and the same course suppose it is shared by divisions A, B, C. So now this cohort means whatever number of students having this cohort ID 8A, they should all go into a division called 8A. But for that purpose, what you should do now is, before adding students, you should create some groups inside your course. So but at the moment you can do it here itself, create a new group. Okay. Oh no, that the naming you cannot do here. So it is it is not good to do it here. So what we will do is we will just go here and say participants. So this should have done earlier, say groups. So here I can create a group in this. There are two ways. One is I can simply import groups from a file, a CSV file, or just create something like this. Say group ID is, say it is division A, okay, and say changes. I created it. Or I could have easily done it by import groups. Import groups, if I say, then I have to bring the file here, and it is possible we have some files created and kept for that, say groups. So this file is just more or less like a plain text file. And let us see what happens if we import this, import group. So it's a div A, B, C. So continue. So div A. So you see that all these things came from the file, these three. This is what created, but this was a capital D, right? So now what we can do is, since we have uploaded these three from the file, we don't need this. So let us delete the selected group. Yes. So now we have three groups here. So we can go back now for the enrollment, say enrollment methods, come here, choose cohort sync, and now this job has been done by the system administrators while giving all the student accounts. They have been divided into different groups already. So you pick this one. That means when you pick this, all the students going to 8th day is already automatically come there. You don't have to worry about that. And then you put them into division A here. So that means inside your course you created this group. This only reason is this course is going to be shared by division A, B, C, and the 8th standard all divisions of this subject are going to share this. So and then say add this method. So once you do that, now you can go and see the participants here. So you will see already some 5 students have been added, say division A, division like that. And also now what you can do is, suppose say there are teachers, you can enroll teachers also by selecting some names here, right, out of this. But I have not entered these teachers at this point, but it is very simple to add teachers. And while adding teachers, we will also do one more thing. They will be converted into non-editing teachers, because by default all accounts will be student accounts, and your account has been converted earlier into a course creator account. So this is about actually these enrollments of students, and this is just a kind of very basic introduction. Then we will have probably other videos explaining how to handle each resource like page and all. So let us stop this here, and we will go discuss that in the subsequent videos.